You're listening to a no-nonsense roundtable short take, a memorable moment from a memorable show.
Well, welcome back. I told you that this is going to be a show about stuff that is happening in April, and I have a good friend of mine on the phone right now, Jimmie Highsmith. Jimmie Highsmith, a jazz musician and more. I mean, a lot of talent. He's celebrating his 25th year in the music business, and a Rochester guy. And let me have you introduce a little bit about yourself to people who haven't seen you on the last or heard you on the last show, Jimmy.
Well, good morning, Dominic. You are amazing. It's such an honor to be on this show once again. So I am Jimmie Highsmith Jr. I am an urban contemporary musician, that's what I call myself. And I'm having a show on April 5th at my alma mater, School of the Arts, celebrating 25 years as a master recording artist. I got my first national radio play in the spring of 2000 on several stations around the country, including CD 101.9 in New York City, DX in Rochester, New York, WBOK in Buffalo, BET Jazz Central on the TV show, and many, many more. And it's been a great ride for 2.5 decades. And I'm forever grateful for that. So this show is featuring some amazing talent. It's going to have the School of the Arts Jazz Ensemble, who I've been working with. Some kids I mentor named the Finnish Seppo Brothers. They're from Finland, actually, as well as an all-star band with Eastman alumni and a featured guest Billy Easley, who was actually my cousin who played with Art Blakey, George Benson, Isaac Hayes, Dionne Warwick, and many, many more, and a slew of Broadway appearances, as well as the amazing Wycliffe Gordon trombonist from the Whitman Septet, Links to the Jazz Orchestra, and actually nominated to be the number one trombone player in the world for the last 10 years by Downbeat magazine. So that's a bit of the show in a nutshell.
Well, the thing that I appreciate about what you're doing, Jimmy, is that you are doing this for the youth in Rochester and getting them involved in music, which is a wonderful thing. That's we have another guest on the show this week, Billy Goodness. The same thing. He's doing a Burt Bacharach deal for the benefit of the Rochester City Schools. And the thing is that since it's not this stuff isn't taught in schools years ago like it was in public schools. I mean, somebody's got to take up this charge, to get people interested, young people interested in it. And the other thing is, it doesn't necessarily mean that somebody gets interested in music and they do it professionally. They get interested in music as something to do, and that's part of what makes us human, Jimmy. Right?
I agree. I mean, it's really unfortunate the way the music programs have been decimated, particularly in the urban schools around the country over the last 20 years. When I was a kid, every school had a marching band, every school had a jazz ensemble. And I was just at School of the Arts yesterday with your jazz ensemble. We're talking about there's only three in Rochester that I know of, which is School of the Arts, Woodland Prairie, and I think Edison Tech, and that's it. The kids aren't being given the opportunity to learn how to play trombone, saxophone, trumpet, they're just not given opportunities. So if I can introduce music to some of these students and show them how beneficial it's been to me in my life, is taking me to four continents in the world playing music, maybe it might spark interest in them to learn an instrument. And there are a lot of programs out there that I work with and others work with. Some are free to get these kids lessons if they want to, take up an instrument actually. So yeah, it's very important, I think, to spend some time learning music.
Well, I think people don't understand too how one individual can have such an effect. I've seen you play at different places. One was the mayor's inaugural ball, and you're playing your sax, and you have some backup music there. And I mean, my lord, it sounded like it sounded like it could be I don't know, a whole orchestra that you're playing with. It's quite extraordinary what you do. And then Jimmy does, for anybody that doesn't know, he does something he calls like cool jazz. Like you listen to it and you kind of get into a groove, and it makes you feel good and whatever. I mean, there's a lot of different types of jazz. I mean, there's New Orleans jazz and there's bebop and whatever. But you do really cool stuff. I'm looking forward to this. this event that you have on April 5th. So let's go over it a couple of times here. It's April 5th. It's for the benefit of the School of the Arts, right?
Well, I'm not benefiting them directly. I'm showcasing their students.
Okay.
But it's just celebrating my 25 years in the national as a national recording artist. The interesting thing about this show, which is going to be fun to me, is that for the last 25 years, my music has been pretty much that feel good. They call it smooth jazz. My intent is to try to touch people emotionally and intimately with my music. I want to play something that everybody can feel good about and attach themselves to. I love straight ahead jazz, but unfortunately, the audience for that music is very small because it's such a unique style with a small palette of love. So this show, I'm playing not smooth jazz, but some of the standards out of the American songbook, straight ahead jazz. So this is my first time playing a show that's strictly straight ahead jazz. No smooth jazz at all. And it's gonna be fun, and it's a challenge for me because this music is a lot more intellectual and difficult, in my opinion, than some of the smoother stuff I play. But I'm looking forward to a great time. And again, I have the Soda Jazz Ensemble playing, and they're going to do some great tunes they worked hard on. And then there's Elias and Aaron Seppo, some young men I mentor who are playing some really good jazz tunes. And you're going to be really impressed with them. They're 13 and 11 years old, and they're simply amazing. And then you got my band, which is with Professor Bob Snyder from Eastman, Professor Jeff Campbell from Eastman, jazz great Tony Haller on drums, and jazz great Greg Herman on keys with myself, Bill Easley, and Wycliffe Gordon. So it's going to be a great night of music.
You're getting me excited about this now. I was excited before. Now you got really excited. So let's tell people how to get tickets again.
Simply call me at 585-666-0019. I can meet you anywhere with a ticket, or you can pay remotely through Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, credit card over the phone, whatever is convenient for you. I have tickets available still. There will be some at the door as well, but I encourage you to buy them ahead of time. It's going to be an exciting evening of music and fun. More importantly, fun, a celebration. You don't want to miss out. It's going to be epic.
Well, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I'll do this for you. If you want tickets, go to nononsenseroundtable.com and go to the contact me page, and I'll put you in touch with Jimmy, to get tickets and whatever. I will be the unpaid middleman on this deal, to help facilitate you selling some tickets on this, and God bless you for what you do. You got talent. You've become like another brother to me over the years, and I appreciate what you do, and I appreciate how you support and back me. Your respect for me is really not deserved by me, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the 5th. And the time of the show is what time? It's like 7 or 7:30, right?
The show's at 7 o'clock. Doors open at 6:30 in the School of the Arts main theater, and it's at 45 Prince Street, right downtown Rochester. And yes, Dominic, I love you, Anita, my brother from another mother, my sister from a different mister. I love you both dearly, and I appreciate everything you do for me and the whole Rochester community, man. You're an awesome individual. Quite a hoot. Yes,
and one good thing is you like my sauce.
I do like your sauce. I'm around for a reason. If you have not had Dominic's cooking, you've not arrived in the world. You've missed out.
Yeah, maybe
he's an amazing chef.
Maybe someday we'll do a cooking show. Jimmy, thank you ever so much for calling in, and I'll see you on the 5th.
Yes, sir. Love you guys. Take care. Blessings.
Thanks for listening. Tune in every weekend from 10 to 11 on News Radio WHAM 1180. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll make more.